What's going on, everybody? Robinson DUP. Apologize for the camera angle and any shakiness, but I wanted to do a quick update. I know I'm behind on my Road to Pro debut series, so I'm going to get this done now. My weight is down to 189.5. It's been fluctuating a little bit with water weight, like between 189 and 191. Usually by the end of the week, though, all that water weight drops out. So I'm waiting to see what'll happen on Saturday morning when I wake up. Usually when I get to bed on Friday, I get a nice 8 hours of sleep. I tend to drop all the water weight. I'll wake up 2-3 pounds lighter easily. So I'm curious to see if I'm under 189. If I'm not, I'm curious to see if John's going to adjust any of my macros. Have gotten back to squatting finally. Unfortunately, I'm not back to deadlifting yet. I was, and now I'm not. Whatever this thing is in my back is driving me nuts because it's there, it's not there, it's there, it's not there, and I can't really figure out what it is that's causing it. I've been wearing a belt just to protect my back, doing what I'm supposed to be doing, foam rolling, taking care of business as usual, stretching, but I don't know. We'll see where this goes. I'm trying to be patient, but it drives me nuts. But I was able to get through squats today. I did 6 sets of 10 at 215. Yeah, I know it's not a lot of weight, but I've been increasing the volume since I haven't been able to lift as heavy as I would like, just due to this little muscle issue or whatever I'm having in my low back. I wanted to do a quick rant here. I'm starting to get tired of all these goddamn Facebook gurus and a lot of this health misinformation. I happened to see an article come across about, or a petition that's coming across about Chobani. Obviously, Chobani is very popular in the Greek yogurt world, and I guess is switching over to having to use GMO, fed cows because of the demand. I think the problem is people are living in you think you live in a utopia. We have way too many people, unfortunately. They're not unfortunately, but the realization is this. We have a lot of people and a high demand of food for an overfed, underactive, gluttonous society that when they want something, they want it in mass quantities. And for companies to keep up with that demand without raising prices to do this organic, way of things, they're going to have to use GMOs because it's the cheapest, fastest way to get the product out. Do I agree with it? No. But is that what the realization is? Yes. And I was reading in this, somebody wrote, the whey, something about Chobani and the protein that's in it, the whey is now killing us. So now whey protein is now the enemy. Society has supposedly, unbeknownst to me, has started endorsing eating more protein, which is slowly killing us all. Last time I heard, you're supposed to eat very little protein because according to every scientist in the world on a flawed study, eating meat now causes cancer and we shouldn't really be eating it at all. Eating eggs one day is good and the next day, according to some study in the UK, is as bad as smoking a pack of cigarettes. We should avoid carbs. All carbs are bad, or we shouldn't eat them past a certain time because carbs are evil, and fat's bad too. So I guess all of us are going to be eating only salads, carrots, and celery sticks because everything else is bad. Oh, wait, our vegetables have been genetically modified as well. Oh my God, so what the fuck are we going to eat, people? I mean, seriously, stop. You read one article, one flawed study, you make an assumption, none of you have any clues of what you're talking about, and you spread this garbage across these social media sites when you have no clues to what the hell you're talking about, okay? Protein is not bad, carbs are not bad, and fat's not bad either. Sorry to break that little news to you, but I know all these doctors on TV give you a whole bunch of crappy misinformation. But everything in moderation, according to what your particular performance goals might be, is more of the approach to go. Do you need carbs in your diet? No. Can you go on a ketogenic diet? Yes. Some people can handle that. Some people can't, okay? Most people can't, so therefore carbs are in their diet. Are you going to die from eating 100 grams of protein? No. The most problem is people don't have enough protein in their diet. By the way, protein to a certain amount is thermogenic. By the way, I'm not telling you to go eat 400 grams of protein tomorrow, so be responsible with that. You should eat a certain amount based on your body weight, based on your lean body mass, based on activity, etc., etc., etc. Same thing with carbs. The amount is going to be determined on physical activity, okay, and what your performance levels are going to be needing. So I eat 240 grams of protein because I like to, not because it's a necessity, and it's more satiating for me, but I've seen anywhere from 0.8 to 1.25 your body weight. I've even seen studies where you probably can even go lower and eat about half in terms of grams per body weight. Depends on your body type, depends on how your body handles it. I would say experiment with what works best for you. Carbs are good. There's nothing wrong with them, unless you're eating a ton of processed junk with a lot of it's not micronutrient dense. And fats aren't bad either. By the way, you need them for hormone health. Here's my theory. I think that's why an increasing amount of men, especially at a young age, are starting to go on HRT, probably in their 20s and even early 30s. Yes, testosterone will dip eventually over time, but I think it's becoming more severe and we're seeing more HRT. And I would really love to see a study done on this, but that'll never happen because somehow it'll be flawed and only funded by the government. Don't eat fat because it's bad. Well, we need fat for our hormone production. I think that's a lot of the issue that we're seeing with men in low HRT. Not enough fat, our testosterone production eventually shuts down, we can't get it regenerated. And then how convenient that the pharmaceutical companies then can sell us testosterone back to get that to work. Just very coincidental. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I always say maybe I'm crazy, but listen. The FDA doesn't have a freaking clue as to what they're talking about. Trust me, they don't. A lot of these doctors on TV don't give exactly the most accurate information either. And the last thing you should be trusting is the person who's telling you not to eat protein or Chobani because of the GMOs. And I'm not for or against Chobani. I'm just saying what it is. Meanwhile, this same idiot's the one who's only eating salads, has a belly because they're containing body fat due to the fact they're starving themselves on 1,000 calories a day, while sucking down 6, diet soda like it's going out of style, and smoking cigarettes. Okay? So, be careful when you hear all of these stupid little things where people are going, well, avoid this, well, avoid this. Well, you know what? If we avoided every little thing they're telling us to avoid, guess what? We wouldn't eat. The only thing we'd be doing is drinking water and breathing air. Oh, wait, but our water has been touched too. So now what? Alright, guys. See what I mean? Like, this is what I'm talking about. Think before you listen to these people. It just doesn't make any sense. And I'll talk to you later.